Hey guys, J-Man here, and let's talk about absolute carnage. I wasn't planning on getting this, so long story short, that was a fail. I didn't put it on my pull list. Maybe I had a brain tumor for breakfast, I don't know. So I didn't put it on my pull list because I was trying to be cool and be like, yeah, I'm not just going to buy anything that comes out. So that was a fail because it was actually really awesome. So I will admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong. Oh, I wasn't wrong. I didn't think it was going to suck. I was just, they always have these events. This Absolute Carnage event is going to be a few months. I'll try to put a graphic up of everything that you have to get for it. I'm not a big Venom fan. He wasn't around when I was a kid. He's kind of a 90s guy. Going back and reading some of the Venom stuff, I think it's pretty cool, but I'm not like dying over Venom even now. I will say that Venom is actually a really great villain for Spider-Man because this is one of the occasions where Peter Parker and Eddie don't like each other, right? And the symbiote doesn't like Spider-Man. So having the symbiote form with Eddie to become Venom, it's like a perfect storm because you've got someone who hates Peter Parker and then you got someone who hates Spider-Man. So not too often do you get both of those things in a villain. Like Joker and Batman are enemies, but I don't think Joker knows that Batman is Bruce Wayne, right? So it's kind of cool. So I am not a super big Venom fan, but I think Venom is a great villain for Spider-Man. And I think he's an important villain for Spider-Man. And there's a lot of fans of Venom. And they may have been disappointed by that Venom movie because Spider-Man wasn't in it. I was disappointed as well. So even though I'm not a big fan of Venom, it doesn't mean I'm ignorant to the fact that he's a loved character. He definitely deserves a better film. And he definitely deserves to have Spider-Man as his nemesis. Now, Venom as an anti-hero, or even just a hero, is pretty cool. I'm okay with that as well. A lot of Spider-Man characters have kind of flip-flop between good and bad. Venom's one of those guys, and I think he works both ways. I think he could be a villain, and I think he could be an anti-hero. And I'm not against him being an anti-hero. So the new Venom series came out. I didn't actually personally collect it. A buddy of mine, Kyle, shout out to Kyle. He was actually collecting Venom from day one, so he was there from the beginning, and he was giving me the digital copies that you get with Marvel. Marvel's doing a great job with giving you digital codes with your purchase. I don't know if that devalues the comic. I don't think it does because the code expires, so it's not like you can use it later. The sticker doesn't harm anything, so I think it's fine. But I got the digital code, so I read the first 8 Venom issues. They're really, really well done, actually. Great art, great stories. Probably some of the best stuff that I've read of Venom. Again, keep a point that I don't read a lot of Venom comics, so I happen to really like that newer series. I haven't gone back to it yet, just because I've got a lot to read. So when Absolute Carnage came out, I thought it looked cool. Carnage as a character, I'm even more removed than Venom. Like Venom, I really do think is a great character. I like Venom. I don't love Venom. If someone tells me that Venom's their favorite villain, I will say, yeah, that's a good favorite villain to have. If someone says, well, my favorite villain is like Rhino, you'd be like, oh, okay. But Venom is definitely worthy of a villain and a hero and a worthy adversary to Spider-Man. Carnage is kind of like a gimmick. That whole symbiote thing was like very gimmicky in my opinion. That's kind of why I kind of shied away from Venom because of the gimmickness. But Carnage definitely looks awesome. I love red and black characters. They always look cool. I always thought that was a great combination. I do like the black and red Spider-Man costume as well. Deadpool obviously looks cool, right? But yeah, so anyways, so Carnage, he's a cool character. He looks cool. That's about it. So I didn't pick this up. It's a fail because it's awesome. I can probably still try to find it somewhere. They have some alternate covers. The art germ cover looks really nice. But I always like getting the regular covers. I just kind of just want the regular edition. So I ended up reading it digitally, which is great because digital comics won't sell out. And it was awesome. Really well done. Amazing, and just the art is amazing. It really told this story. It's a lot thicker. I don't know what the page count was. It'll probably be different for physical printed copies anyway. But wow, a lot, a lot of story. It was. I thought it was paced well. It's long, but it didn't feel long, and I was engaged. Every page, I was engaged into what's going on, and I was definitely excited to see what was gonna come next. You don't flip a page on digital, you just press the button and it moves, or you tap the screen. But you get what I'm saying. Really, really amazing. So yeah, obviously, total package, great book. There's a lot to this storyline. This isn't a spoiler. I can tell you quickly. I guess. Well, you know what? I'll say spoilers. Boom, spoilers right now. There's your warning. So Eddie and the symbiote merge again in the first few pages, which I didn't know that they had split. I guess that had happened in the Venom issues that I haven't read. So interesting. I'd like to read how that happened. They're back together. Dylan, who is the son of Eddie, but Dylan thinks that he's his brother. Again, I'm not even sure if that's accurate or not. There might be some information I don't know because I'm not caught up on Venom. But this is dealing with Null, who we saw in the pages of Venom. He's like the symbiote god. I keep picturing, if you guys are Deep Space Nine fans or Star Trek fans, the Founders. I think that the symbiotes can like merge together as one person or multiple people. It's almost like the Founders were just like in that goop, and then they can like go off and do things. So Null, I think, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. Learn me up. So Null, it can make symbiotes and take them back, and he gets powers that way. So he's like the god of all of these things. I keep saying goop. I don't want to say goop, but whatever, the symbiote goop. So he basically can create them and then suck them back in. And anyone who's bonded with the symbiote, even if they've become separated, a little bit is just stuck in their DNA code. So kind of the storyline here is Null is trying to get all those pieces back. Yada yada. I'm not gonna get into the rest of it. You can read it for yourself. Definitely a well created comic. One of the best that have come out in a while, probably. So definitely, if you were on the fence, you're probably too late because it's probably sold out. If you can get an alternate cover, try to get the Art Germ one just because it's a sick cover. I mean, it is what it is. It's awesome. Great read. If you can't get it, you know what? Get the digital copy. It's worth the read. There's a director's cut. I think it's $7.99. It was $7.99. Yeah. That's American, so Canadian. I can't remember. I don't know what it comes out to because I buy tons of comics. So it's probably like $9 or something. It's definitely worth it, I think. The physical print copies are around 10, 11. So go for it if you can. Definitely try to check it out. Looking forward to completing it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get everything. I'll definitely get the 5 Absolute Carnage issues. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get everything. Actually, I'm going to pause right now and I'm going to show you what's involved in this event. So that is all the comics that you're going to have to buy to read this full storyline. It's a lot. It's a big commitment, especially for print comics. I would probably suggest grabbing the digitals maybe on those if you don't, just to save space. I don't know how important they're going to be to the main storyline. My main focus has to be X-Men. That's kind of my first passion is X-Men. I love Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man, love the character. So I definitely want to keep involved in that, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to review it all, to be honest with you. I'll definitely try to do all the Carnage issues, at least. There's only 5 of those. So, but yeah. All right, guys, definitely pick up Absolute Carnage. If you already picked it up, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, and that's it. I will see you next time.